Hi everybody, it's Julie again, and I am going to have a couple kits for sale, and I wanted to show them to you. They should be listed on Etsy by the time this video goes live, so I'll put the link down below of where you can purchase it at. I only have 2 of them available right now. I might have another 2 early next week, but right now I only have 2, so we'll see if everybody likes these or not. I thought I'd go through the paper. The name of the collection it's by Doodlebug's Designs, and it's called Sweet Cakes. It's so cute. It's so nice and pink and has some red in it. It's perfect for Valentine's Day. And so let me show you what you're going to be getting. First off, you'll get a 6x6 scalloped eyelet circle mini album, and it'll come with 1 binding ring. And this is, well, I think these are like about 5 inches, maybe 5.5. Let me just check here. Yeah, they're 5.5 inches in diameter, so it's a good size mini album, especially for like a little specialty mini album. Really cute. So you'll get 6 of the chipboards, and those are all die cut in the same shape. And then I went ahead so that you didn't have to kind of try and cut around that. I went ahead and I die cut all the paper as well. And these are the cardstocks that you'll get. This is like a gray color, and there's gray in the collection because it's on the like the cake plates and things like that. So I figured I'd put one of those in there. This is like a really light pale gray. And then of course you get the vibrant pink, and then the red. This is all Basil cardstock, by the way. And then you're going to get this pearlized pink. This is like a real light pale pink. And then the pearlized white. And then this lovely green. I love that green. And then for the pattern paper, these are all double-sided. Here's that gray that I was talking about. There's the gray in the collection here. So you'll get this one with the cake plates. And then on the back it has the hearts. And then this really cute heart one. I love this. So cute. And then on the back it has red polka dots. And then there's strawberries. And then on the back it has this lovely pink polka dot pattern. I love that. And then there's one that's just solid. It's pink on one side and red on the other. And then there's a nice stripe. And then it has like a notebook page on the back. And then this one has XO, XOXO, and it has little hearts. And then a red pattern with little bitty hearts. And there's this one that has all kinds of candy and sweets on it. And then on the back it has like a pink ticking stripe. And then this lovely one with red with white hearts with a pink center. And then on the back it has a pale pink design with little white flowers on it. And then there's a pink heart. And then on the back, this is, you can't see it in the camera I don't think, but it's really like a checkered board pattern, real light faded. And then here's another one with hearts and the little pink hearts on the back. And then there's this one with the cupcakes. That one's so cute. And then with red polka dots on the back. And then there's one with cherries, and it has just a little red pattern with white flowers on the back. So those are the papers that you'll get. So that's 12 of the pattern paper, and then you'll get 6 of the cardstock. Then let me go through and show you what you'll get for die cuts. I put in 2 of each of the tags from Tim Holtz Tiny Tags and Tabs die. So you're going to get 2 of everything. You'll get 2 of the bigger tags, 2 of the tabs, 2 of the round tags, 2 of these size tags, 2 of everything. So, and if you haven't used, or if you don't have that die to cut out tags, this is a great way for you to kind of try out these die cuts to see if you kind of like them and if you want to invest in the die or not. This is the scalloped envelope card. You just fold these in, and then you can secure them with twine or jute or ribbon, whatever you want. You'll get one in that pink pearlized, and then you'll also get one in this really pretty, I love this green, it's so pretty. And then you're going to get one of the hearts in the red cardstock that matches the collection. And then you're going to get, I cut out some circles with the die that I used to cut out the chipboard and the paper, and I just love how it looks in the smaller sizes. You get that real doily look with this, and I think those look so pretty. This particular collection is the white pearlized, And then I also did them in that green. I just love that green, and I think it just accents the collection so well that I wanted to make sure that you got a few die cuts in that color. I really like that. It's really nice. Okay, and then I did this butterfly. This is the this is a silhouette. This is when silhouette was silhouette, not lifestyle crafts like it is now. But I did this die. This is the butterfly die, and I did it in the white and the pearlized, and then I also die cut it in the solid and the pink, and I just thought that looked so cute together. And you know, you can use them separately or together, whatever you want. And then I also did a bird cage for you, and I did that in the white pearlized. So you'll get the bird cage, the bird, and the wing. Those are really pretty. And then you'll also get these flourishes. I did these flourishes in the pink. That's the same color as one of the cardstocks in the collection. Come on there. So you're going to get, I think there's 4 or 5 of these in each kit. They're really pretty little swirls, little flourishes. And then, of course, like I said, you get 2 of each of the tags. Okay, so let me go through and show you what flowers you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of flowers, lots of flowers. Okay, I had these big, these are big. They're like your size of your hand, maybe even a little bit bigger. And I think these were Heidi Swapp flowers at one time, and I had a bunch of these, and I thought, you know what, these would be really cute folded up, you know, kind of to make petals or whatever, or if you don't like it that way, you can just fold it in half as well. So I did give you 3 of these big ones. So you get 3 of the big ones, and then you're going to get 1 of the small one in the same color, and then 1 also in the red, so you can layer them. They're really pretty, and that one's not ripped, it's just got its little petal behind the back there. So those are super pretty. And then I gave you 2 of these little roses. These are ones that I picked up from Michael's a while ago. These are really pretty. They're like the little rosebud. I really like those. And then you'll get a selection of the smaller flowers. I put in 1 of the ribbon roses. And you'll get 1 red and 2 of the hot pink and 1 pale pink. And then also 2 of the cream roses. And then I put in a leaf as well. And then you'll get some of these little sprays that I pulled apart. These I picked up from Hobby Lobby. You'll get the bright pink that matches the collection, the pale pink, and the white. Those are all in the collection. And then also this really pretty flower here. Okay, and then you're going to get 5 of these flowers with the pearl in the center. 4 or 5 of them, yeah. 5 of these flowers with the pearl in the center, and these take Glimmer Mist or any kind of color really good. So you can make them whatever you want. And then you're going to just get an assortment of these petals. All of these are Prima petals. You'll get an assortment of all of them. There's some hydrangeas and then also the daisies. So you'll get a lot. Let me show you. I don't think you can see it in the camera. But you're going to get quite a few of these. Probably, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 15 of them. So there's tons of flowers in this kit. Tons of them. Okay, now let me show you what you're going to get for trim and ribbons. So I'll just put this one over here. Let me just slide these flowers off here for now. Okay. Now, let's see. I gave you guys some ribbon that's got the wire on it, because I have a flower tutorial where you can make some really cool flowers with wired ribbon, and I thought that they would look really cute with this collection. So I put in a yard of 2 different ribbons that have the wire. This one here, and then also this one, and it's in that really cool green color. And this one has a little bit of silver around the edge. So you can make your own flowers, and I thought they would look so cute on the cover of this album, or you can use them for something else if you like. But there's an entire yard here. So with a yard of this kind of ribbon, you can probably get 2 flowers out of each one, I would think. And then there's this really dainty pink vintage ribbon, or vintage lace that I put in. This is so pretty. And you'll get, I think you get a full yard of that. Yes, you get a full yard of that. And then you're going to get a half a yard of this pink like velvet ribbon. Really pretty. And then you'll get a half a yard of this pink satin ribbon. And a half a yard of this, well, it's probably a little bit more than a half a yard, but of this red satin ribbon. And then you're going to get 5 of these little blossoms These are really pretty. Perfect. You just cut out around them and put them in the center of something or use them as an embellishment. And then I threw in a white. This is a vintage white lace. It's really pretty. And then there's a white or a pink and white check pattern gingham. That's really pretty. And then I put in 2 yards of seam binding, so you could color this any color you want with any of your dyes or your re-inkers. So I thought that you could use that with whatever you wanted. If you didn't want to use it with the kit, you'd have some on hand. And then I like this elastic ribbon. It has this silver color on the center, and it just kind of goes with this kit. I thought it would kind of match up with that gray of the plates, so I really like that. And then you're going to get a 1/2 yard of 2 different strands of pearls. This is the white pearl, and then this is the iridescent. Okay, so those are the ribbons and trims that you're going to get. Now we can go through what we're going to get for like little doodads and things like that. I have a lot here, and it doesn't look like it's all going to show in one frame of the camera. Let me move that around just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I put a bunch of stuff in here. One of the kits is going to have the Scrabble tiles that says love, and the other one is going to have Scrabble tiles that says hugs. And then I just loved these 2 beads. I love these. They're so cool. And I thought that these would look perfect and like a spray, or if you wanted to make a charm to hang off the side of your mini album or to use as the top of a stick pin. I thought those would look so cool. And then everybody's going to get one of the red crystals. And this is like a really deep red, like a garnet. And then there's 2 of these rose beads. One of them is kind of flat. This one is kind of flat, and then this one is like really dimensional. And it's really pretty. It's cool. And then, I'll just move this stuff over here. So you're going to get a bunch of beads, a ton of beads, just an absolute ton of beads. I put a ton in here so that you could kind of, just pick and choose what you wanted to do, what you wanted to make. If you wanted to use some for charms or some for stick pins, or if you don't have like a ton of beads right now, this is a great way to start your collection. There's some pearls, some crystals. Look at this. I love this iridescent pink crystal. It's so gorgeous. And then a metal bead that's a flower, and some reds, and some, like I said, and some pearls, and a little heart bead. That's so pretty. And then I put in a bunch of buttons. I think you get 6 buttons. Maybe more. Actually, I think there's more because I think these are buttons. Yeah, oops, I got a flower in there. Let's see, any more buttons? Okay, so then you're going to get all of these buttons. Really cool selection of pink buttons. There's some flower ones in there, and a red and a couple white. You'll get this tiny little thread spool because I think they're so cute. And then you'll get 2 of these little clothespins. Of course, you can use these for anything, but they're so cute to just clip something on your page. And then you're going to get a bunch of brads. There's this velvet flower brad. I love this with the bling in the center. It's so cute. And this really super pretty butterfly. Look at how pretty that is. It's a metal butterfly. Really pretty metal butterfly brad. And then just a bunch of eyelets and brads in different shapes and sizes. And I just thought that, so I know that some people don't use eyelets anymore, but there are so many cute ones out there. And I think when you're working with like really cutesy paper, that it just is so fun to use like those cute little elements that, maybe used to be really popular, but aren't so popular now, but they're just so fun to use every once in a while. And I have a bunch of them, and I think that they look so cute. So there's a bunch of brads and eyelets in different shapes. There's some butterflies and some dragonflies and lots of pinks. And then there's just, there's another bead. Just a pink flower bead cap. And then this is another bead too. This heart is actually a big bead, and I thought that would look really cute on the top of a stick pin too. Speaking of stick pins, you'll get one of the triple pearl 3-inch stick pins, and then also one of the Tim Holtz memo pins. And I told you about the Scrabble tiles already. And then there's just a ton of bling. Look at all this bling I threw in. I went through my bling, and I just picked out all of the pinks and the greens and the things that kind of really worked. There's some small diamond shaped bling, and then all this bling over here. And then I also put in some dewdrops, some of the bigger size, the glass dewdrops. And then there's some of the what are these? Paper clips in the different shapes. There's the Tim Holtz hanger, and then the heart and the swirly one. And then some of the Tim Holtz clear charms, and then also one of the clear, just a clear piece of acrylic. Then there's a little pearl rectangle. I thought that would be cute somewhere. And then there's I put some ribbon slides in. I put one of the metal, and then also that green color that's in the kit and the pink color that's in the kit. I thought those were super cute. And then you're going to get one of the book plates in the metal. And then, of course, a Tim Holtz adage tag. And this one says love, and I think the other kit has one that says adore. And then there's just some charms that I threw in too. Let's see, we've got some hearts and a bird, and then one that says love, and then, of course, the key, because you have the key to my heart. That type of thing. And I think that this is a wonderful kit. You get just a ton of stuff, and this would make a really, really cute album for Valentine's Day. Just super cute. So again, as with all of my kits, I ask $30 for them. That includes shipping in the United States. If you're outside the United States, then just send me a message and I'll get you a quote for shipping. And I always take off you know, whatever the shipping would be for inside the United States. I take that off of your shipping since I'm offering free shipping for the United States. I thought that's the least I could do. And that's it. And if you would like to purchase one of these, I'm going to have them listed on my Etsy, and I'll put the link below. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.